What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling fantastic today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Solo Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Cancer, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. So the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. That was a little aggressive. And I'll do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what, still keeping the aggression going, Cancer. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, when she's going to avoid, of course, is all those lunar shenanigans. I'm just going to roll with it now. And in case, just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force reading on a situation, and everything will be phenomenal, Cancer. Now, let's jump into Cancer. I don't know what's going on. We're just riding this energy out. You know, sometimes it's better just not to question it. In Cancer, your space has been cleansed, and that's something you'll never have to question. Getting it together. Crystals. They're at least grounded, leveled. I'm gonna match the energy in a second here, Cancer, and it's just wonderful energy around here. Now, Cancer, happy Jupiter Day. It's Thursday. Hope you're feeling expansive, feeling larger than life, just ready to grow with Cancer. And if not, you get some time to meditate, Cancer, because the moon is going void, of course, today. The moon's going to be going void, of course, at about 6:36 p.m., and that'll be Eastern time there, Cancer. Oh. And she will be moving from Libra into Scorpio on Friday at Friday the 8th, Friday the 8th at about 10:34 p.m. So we're looking at about a 27-hour, 58-minute void. Of course, I'm there, Cancer, pretty lengthy one there. Thank you. And with this void, of course, energy, Cancer, this is really great for recharging your batteries and just kind of resetting, just going within and just kind of just get cleansing your energies with all the emotions and things that you can take on from the people that are around you, whether this be in your working situation, going at the mall, at the grocery store, at the bank, wherever you happen to be at on your adventure, Cancer. Yeah, just something to make sure that we are cleansing that energy too. Because the thing with the void, of course, energies, it's the void, of course, happens when the moon forms her last aspect with the planet while she's in a sign, and then just kind of goes, just kind of wanders off a little bit. She just does her own thing for a little while there, Cancer. So you don't be afraid to do any sort of like self-care, any sort of like maybe some meditation, or maybe lighting some incense, maybe going for a nature walk or nature retreat, even, Cancer, Epsom bath. There's all those things to just cleanse that energies, and reading a book, whatever that's looking like. You find some solitude there, Cancer. And then with the moon still being in Libra, this is a lovely place for the moon to be, because this is a great energy for partnerships, relationships, forming contracts, other people. This is just a great socializing energy for the moon there, Cancer. And you may be feeling, I feel like this is one where you can take that charming influence that Libra does bring in. Yeah, just go out there and just, whether this is, getting out into like the nightlife, maybe you're going to an art fair, maybe you're going to some sort of, I don't know, Cancer, some sort of I don't know why you'd be going to a seminar, but just roll with it, Cancer. Just any kind of socializing energy, go for that. And just making sure that this is great too for bringing in, if we've noticed any sort of relationships are in that inharmonious state. Libra is a great delegator, and like they're great at bringing things just back in balance. So work with that energy, Cancer. But this can be too, Cancer, this Libra is a sign, being the scales, they're a sign of equality too, and being about the justice card. This could be great for some even some like advocate work there, because every now and again when I do readings for Libra, they do get this advocacy energy that'll like really strongly come through. It comes through in like these waves sometimes with Libra, but this can be an energy too for if you to for bringing justice. I mean, there's a justice card in tarot. If you've been noticing something like maybe you want to do some volunteering for like a grassroots project or anything along those lines, Cancer, definitely great energy for that. And the moon is in a balsamic. We're in a balsamic moon phase, Cancer, or a waning crescent phase. Sidebar: I was born during a waning crescent, and this is about an energy of surrender there, Cancer. This is releasing control to the universe, kind of shining inward. A great energy for, now the moon's just at that, we're at that, moon's just smiling now there, Cancer, in the sky. She's got a little sliver of light there left. So really just good for kind of resting, relaxing, void of coursing, and just kind of recuperating from everything that's been going on during this lunar cycle here, allowing some self-care, reconnecting with source, doing that very hermit energy. And that's since we consider we were just in Virgo energy yesterday. I like that this oh no, not yesterday, the day before, but yeah, really just great to just kind of deep breathing and going within their, Cancer, with this waning crescent. And then last few things here. These readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested, Cancer. But also down below are some links for some readers that I like watching, Cancer, and also some an astrologer as well. My schedule's actually been a little over the place. I haven't been had a chance to check them out like I would. I'm actually going to start doing some catching up there tonight there, Cancer, over these next few days. But definitely check them out. Go show them some love. Very great energies they bring. But let's go ahead and get into your general energy of the day here, Cancer. And that's how I feel about you, Cancer. You got the Kindred card here. Love that. And this is a card of tribe, ancestry, and chosen family here, Cancer. And I hope you do feel like a tribe and part of this. Feel like we're kindred spirits here, Cancer. I mean, come on, well, I'm assuming we have Cancer in some sort of important placement there, Cancer, so I'm with it. But I feel this energy here is kind of asking you to, for some, I feel this chosen family that's coming through there. I feel that there is, for some, it's like, one, there's this appreciation. I feel that if we do have this sort of tight knit either family, and not even just like the traditional sense of family. If you do have a tight family bond, I'm with that too. Absolutely celebrating in that. But even just like this could be your family that you have amongst just like your friend group. Maybe you're really tight with your family at your work or your career, whatever that's looking like, Cancer. Or maybe you might even have a family in your, maybe you're the soccer team that you happen to be on there, Cancer. I don't know your life, but I do feel there is this appreciation for that chosen family, and I'm also getting to, Cancer, with this, because we are, being Cancerians, we are associated with the fourth house, which can deal with the home, family, ancestry. We have roots in the past there, Cancer. And this could be for some even discovering that sense of family. Maybe we're thinking about doing like one of those, that 23andMe or ancestry things, or just kind of learning more about where we come from, Cancer, and just getting a little more history. Or I feel even for some too, though, that maybe we might be in search of this tribe here, possibly. Maybe we haven't quite found a home, like a just somewhere that we have this sense of community, because that is a very powerful thing there, Cancer, to be able to, it's one thing to have that friends, but that sense of community is, I feel like, a very kind of integral part, because we're all connected in some way, shape, or form, just even just energetically, but even too, like, I feel like there's this evaluation and of the people that we've chosen as family, and it's just paying attention to, are we vibing the same? I know we all have different things that we're doing on this journey, but making sure that those you consider kindred are in this sort of same sort of vibration, or are you noticing that they may be bringing down your vibration, and we may need to because we may not be able to choose the families that were born into Cancer, but I feel we can choose the people that we do call family, that we associate as family here. Let's get some tarot on this, Cancer, and get some details with this. Hmm. Man, Big Papa has been just aggressively following us there, Cancer. I'm with that. I'm so with that. That's a really, really great thing to have him. Just a sidebar there, Cancer. Oh, I like this too. But a sidebar, Cancer. Jupiter's exalted in our sign. After Pisces and Sag, he loves kicking it with us. So, I love that he popped up there during that ancestry there, Cancer. I actually just met someone who has their Jupiter in Cancer. That's a. But or not Cancer. They know they have Jupiter in the fourth house, which is our house, Cancer. But you have the Four of Cups, the Ten of Coins, the Sun, the Strength card, the sign Leo, the sign that they rule, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune here, Cancer, Jupiter, and where am I start? Cancer. I do feel that there is this energy up for some that maybe even there's like might be a call for like a get together here, like a celebration that's needing to be in foot. Just kind of, and I know we're getting ready to come up on like the holidays, depending on what holidays you're celebrating, and it just feels that there is this that connecting with that chosen family, like, and having that sense of a tribe is something that, and even if we weren't in the holidays, Cancer, and then that sort of holiday season, depending where you're at, I feel like that we want to be careful about isolating ourselves, in a sense, kind of cutting ourselves off. It's one thing to have boundaries and things, but I feel like for some, it's like this Four of Cups is looking for this sense of belonging, in a sense, and looking for, I almost feel like it's looking. I almost feel like this search for family could lead to this sort of metamorphosis here, Cancer. This, this, this happiness. I feel like can come from within here, finding that group, knowing that you have that sort of support there, that we all are kind of sharing in this sort of collected abundance, in a sense, and even just with the strength card, there is strength in a tribe and community. We didn't used to, and where I feel like we're really kind of entering a unique, or not really even a unique time, but just like, I've been talking with a lot of people, and I mean, with how rents kind of bad and things, like everyone seems to have a roommate, and there is this sort of like kind of pooling assets in a way of kind of, it's getting difficult to kind of do things by yourself there, Kansas. Not that you can't, but it's just, I feel like it's also nice too to know that you have that sort of stability that, I remember working on this at this one little mom and pop shop in a little restaurant on this beach in Florida, and the people that worked on the beach, they were all really cool little group there, because we'd all kind of visit places when we all knew like someone kind of had rent coming up or some sort of payments. We'd go over there, kind of hang out with them, and then it was just like this really strong sense of community, and that could even be something too, even in like your like finding those commonalities, even, and this might be, I don't know, Cancer. I even feel like too, just like a getting out there and like make even like joining some type of group. Can maybe we're doing a cooking class possibly with all this food here, Cancer. You celebrating this smorgasbord, or maybe we're doing some sort of nature group, or maybe we're in like a, I don't know, like maybe a swimming, scuba diving. I don't know if that's a thing, Cancer. Maybe that's something you want to start up there, but I do feel like it is finding your power in that family, or, and I even feel that for some though, that there's these, it's like, the Four of Cups, usually there's this hand that's like handing out this, like, that has this cup that's, he's handing it out, or like sources like handing it to this person, but they're only focused on these other three cups here, not realizing how empty they are, not realizing there's another cup they're being offered. And I feel that there's this discovery here of maybe even some ancestral sort of like powers, even possibly, maybe Cancer, you come from, I actually read something very fascinating that if you have your Virgo, oh, what is it, Virgo in the, so you got your four major arteries there, Cancer, your ascendant, your ascendant or rising sign, your midheaven, or your career placement, your descendant, which is like your relationships and things, and then your IC, which is like your foundation, your home space. And I read where if you have Virgo in the IC, that you come from a line of witches there, Cancer. So that might even be something. Check out your chart there. Maybe you have that on the, maybe you have Virgo on the fourth house cusp or something like that. That might be really cool there, Cancer. But yeah, just something about this sense of discovery, I feel like can lead to this expansion in a really cool type of way. So just something to think about there, Cancer. Hmm. But let's get some more tarot on this. Thank you. All right, Cancer. Let's see what else is going on here. Hmm. All right, so you have the Page of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Lovers, and the Hierophant here, Cancer. And Cancer, that's interesting with this Hierophant. I feel that for some, there's this ancestral wisdom that's coming through here. Like this, like it's like the Hierophant. I love all these little critters here are kind of gathered around this wise one. I feel like if we have, it's like it's giving me this like elder energy that's coming with this Hierophant, and that there's some, hmm, it's like paying attention to the wisdom that the elders have for you, Cancer. And this is not maybe necessarily just like grandparents and things, but this could just be the elders in your, whether this be in your family group or your chosen, wherever. I feel like there's someone, and keep in mind, Cancer, I feel like age is not really a thing here with the Page of Wands when it comes to this wisdom. You can have, you can be whatever age and have like just like this profound wisdom. It's like, just pay attention to that, Cancer, just some wise figures here, because this Three of Swords, all these birds are kind of fighting here. There's this difference of opinion, I feel like, that's kind of coming through with this Three of Swords that can be easily reconciled if we keep this open mind type of here, because it's interesting with this Three of Swords, because you got an ostrich, bird of the land, owl, can fly, and then the duck is in between, and it really can go on water too. So it's, I feel that it's all that to say is that all of these birds are in that avian family, but they all bring something different to the table. And I feel that it's paying attention to the experiences of those that have come before us, or even the experience of those that are around us. I'm even getting like a Five of Swords energy, just like appreciating the exchange that is going on between our tribes here, and just like, and there's this, it's this really kind of growing energy, and this like a needing to like communicate more here with the lovers, and seeing how that grows and helps you to kind of influence your decisions in life here, Cancer. But when I was kind of shuffling for this, Cancer, I was looking at that chosen family was coming through there again, and even I feel that for some, it's like we may feel that we're stuck with a certain type of family. Maybe we come from a tougher background here, where we're not connected with the family that we were maybe born into. But I feel that it was like remembering that you do have the choice of who you can call family. Like, and in Cancer, when I say that too, it's keep in mind if their energies, because when you even think about like these dolphins here, they're using that like sonar and things, you know, those vibrations. And I feel if things aren't quite aligning there, you know, with our families, in a sense that we, you know, there's this arguing energy that may be kind of going on there, the foundation's feeling weird, it's okay to put up those boundaries there and surround ourselves with different type of energies that bring us that sunshine, that helps promote that sense of transformation, that lift us up, and that and that feeling too where, you know, when you're with that chosen family, like I like how this strength card here is like this, he's kind of lounging, because it's like you don't, like I feel like these people, you don't have to force yourself to be on all the time, they're Cancer. This is being around a group that accepts you at when you're feeling your mightiest, and when you're just needing a moment to just kind of regroup and to collect yourself, there, Cancer. So but yeah, Cancer, I think I'm gonna leave that there. But let's go ahead and get some advice from Venus. See what's going on here. Yeah, I like this, Cancer. Nice little family reading there, and I do feel that having that emotional security in that group, you know, as well, that's a big thing for Cancerians. So interesting, Cancer. Oh, all right, Cancer. You have a lot of majors here. So you have the Seven of Coins, the Tower, Mars, their ruler, or the sign they rule, Aries, the Emperor, the Magician, which rules Gemini, and then the Devil here, Capricorn. You got even a lot of synchronicities kind of lined up there, Cancer. Let's switch back over, cause and I was kind of feeling this with the Emperor, but I wasn't gonna say until this devil kind of confirmed that there. But I feel for some that there has been, oh, oh, you got the Two of Wands here, Cancer. That kind of snuck in there with the Emperor, which is interesting. So I feel for some that there may have been this energy, or there might be this energy of where there's this Emperor, and keep in mind, not a gender specific reading, that there's this sort of domineering energy here that may be going on, Cancer. Like some, for some, I feel like there's this could be this toxicity that's kind of going on in the family that we might be sort of dealing with the Emperor and the Devil here. That, because when I was kind of moving with the to the Two of Wands here, that's Mars in Aries, which you got both Mars and Aries here. And so I feel there's something that is influencing maybe the directions that we've maybe needed to take it in life. Maybe we've come from a very was heavily kind of family influence type of background there, Cancer. And now I almost feel that there's, for some, it's like we're finding this new sense of family. We're almost, it's like for some, we're break either, it's like either we're doing some, and even potentially I feel like even, it's like either we're moving away from a toxic situation, or maybe like a toxic family situation, whether this be growing up, or maybe even something that's kind of happened in our maybe family that we might have created here, Cancer. But I feel too that there's, even for some, there's this energy of like even like correcting maybe even a sort of family type of trait. Maybe we come from a family that struggles with addictions, or you know, or that there's this sort of domineering energy that tends to be there, or however this may come to manifest, Cancer. And this Magician, Devil, Tower, Emperor gives me this combination that we can change that dynamic too. And I feel that we're remembering, Cancer, that we're not defined by, or we don't have to be defined by our past or even where we come from. In a sense, we can, it's only, I feel like, if you just embody that, then that is what it is. But I feel that if there's something that you do want to change, something that's, we want to release here with the devil, that we're going to need to take this charge, take charge here, Cancer, and invest in that process. And this something, for some, I feel this, like, this could be a frightening thing, kind of going out there and trying to find that sense of group, almost being on, almost like, I feel like we're almost on our own in a sense for a little bit. But I feel when you make that space, then those soul tribe members tend to come in there for you, Cancer. Hmm. But yeah, Cancer, I think I'm going to leave that there. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there, Cancer. So just a little something to ponder with this energy here. Look at that, Cancer. You almost got enough. Bam, made a pyramid. Love that. But if anything resonated with you, Cancer, if you like that, give it a thumbs up and share this, Cancer, because I feel like that's a really tough. I feel like Cancerian energy is one that it's interesting. We're so tied to family, even when we're at odds with it. And I feel like that's one thing that, we kind of came back here choosing that Cancerian kind of frequency. That, and again, it's family, I feel like, in whatever aspect. But I do feel like that there is, because Cancer is in the fourth house. The water houses are considered karmic houses. And so I feel like that there may be some sort of, there's like this repairing energy. I feel that we're coming to kind of bring in this nurturing energy, this fix, trying to, yeah, bring something together here, Cancer. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. But, and then subscribe there, you magician, you sun. Hit that bell button to get notified when I release videos each day. And then last little bit there, Cancer, check your sun, moon, rising, Venus for your placements there. But just, check your chart there, Cancer. Check your Mercury, your Jupiter. Check all those placements. And then come on over to my other channel, Alchemist State. Find out where your fourth house cusp is there, Cancer. Do you have anything's in the fourth house, or how much, do you have a pretty high concentration of family stuff there? I got Pluto in the fourth house, so that's Pluto Pluto in Scorpio in the fourth house. It's doing a lot, but yeah, but yeah, just coming over there, Cancer. And all that information is down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Cancer. You have the Queen of Swords here. For me, there's a Libra energy here, and with this Queen of Swords, Cancer, I feel that for some there is this, I feel like there's this need to kind of understand where we may have come from, maybe where our roots are at. And as you can find that information. And I even feel for some too, that's just for some, and I feel like there's this energy for others of understanding maybe this, whatever this vice is that may be in this sort of family unit here, that's needing this clearing or needing this cleansing type of energy here. Hmm. And understanding maybe even like the root cause of a certain action that may have been passed down to you, Cancer. I was reflecting on something not too long ago, just thinking about a past thing, a memory that popped into my head, something I hadn't thought about or something I hadn't really thought about. Period. And I feel there might be. I'm still kind of processing what that means, but I feel like there's something. There can be this. There's a lot of clarity when you do that sort of like kind of time traveling there, Cancer, kind of paying attention to. Hmm. But let me get your other oracle card just so I can get you out of here, Cancer. Oh, all right, Cancer. So we're getting two cards today. I'm with it. Yeah. All right. But we're getting, so Cancer, you have the, which I love this. So you have the first card here, which is the Raise Your Vibration card, 10th card here, Cancer, which Wheel of Fortune energy. And I like that. You got a couple cards that are syncing up like that. But this Raise Your Vibration is connect to light, release blocks, strengthen with the strength card here, and safety. And then your other card here is the sixth card, Lover's Energy, which is a cleanse and release card. And this is a card of clear blocks, listen to your system, and let energy flow. And Cancer, I do feel that in order to raise your vibration, there are certain things we're going to need to cleanse and release. Some blocks that are going to need to be looked at, paying attention to the system that you have built your foundation on here. And is that something that is a solid one, or is it one that the foundation's a little precarious, and do we need to make some adjustments there with that tower energy? And once we clear those blockages, look at that, because both cards are talking, one's talking about releasing blocks and the other's talking about clearing blocks. And again, this could even be some sort of past life things that we may be accumulated, some kind of karmic stuff that we may be working on there, Cancer. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a, listen, I have, my sun is conjunct the south node, so I feel like there's some heavy karmic stuff with that, Cancer, that may be kind of here, kind of fixing, but, and that's fine. At least you know what you're working with, and that you do need to do this stuff, Cancer. You connect with that life, you find that strength, and you build your own family, that place that you do feel safe around, and that people feel safe around you there, Cancer, that safe space to cleanse and to let energies flow and to grow. So, and remember, Cancer, like when you feel like you don't have a family or anything to go through, that's part of the way why I kind of made this channels, or both the channels, really, to kind of bring, especially but for the Cancerian one, to build that sense of community amongst Cancerians and understand feelings, and that you are amongst kindred spirits. We all chose this Cancerian frequency, or having Cancer placements in our Mercuries, our moons, our Venuses, our rising sun signs, and we are raising that vibration together there, Cancer. So no, you're in that was fantastic. So I didn't believe that there, Cancer, but you stay safe out there. There's all this family stuff that's going on here, Cancer. And raise your vibration through the roof, cleanse, release. But and also, Cancer, keep eyes on the moon. Moon's rules the fourth house. She's all about tide. We really are just really a sign of the past, a sign of Cancer, duh. But yeah, that family energy, Cancer, that is really important. I feel like if there's that dissonance, then the energies can be a little wonky. So something to pay attention to there. And I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.